Prof, I have some personal questions regarding these development theories here, Prof. Now that we have our SDGs and it is aimed for us to achieve, if it's not all for everything by 2030, do you think that we can achieve it? And if we can, or if we cannot, what else after 2030, Prof?
Yeah, I think they're working very, very hard to achieve the SDGs. And Alhamdulillah, I think IIUM is one of the active party which try to endeavor that with probably a little bit of modification. I'm not too sure whether it will achieve by 2030, but 70 goals seems to be quite hard. But even though if they achieve it, I can see that from within our Muslim intellectuals, there'll be a confusion. There'll be a confusion of what is SDGs, because many see the SDGs from the operational level of it. See, for instance, the first one, no poverty. So they are saying no poverty is not against Islam, and therefore it is good for Islam, and we have to work hard to elevate, to eliminate poverty. So is the food, yeah, and the others accept the LGBT, accept the gender issues. So they are saying that, oh, SDG is good, and that's why we can see at the moment there are a lot of people who start to integrate the SDGs with the Maqasid Sharia, SDGs with zakat, and try to think how zakat, wakaf can facilitate the implementations of SDGs and all that. I think which is quite incorrect or quite dangerous, in fact, from my because if you were to believe that SDGs is not against Islam, it's not contradictory to Islam, but we need to also observe at the philosophical level of the SDGs. And then when we go into the philosophical level of the SDGs, then we need to redefine what is the meaning of poverty from Islamic perspective. What is the meaning of health from Islamic perspective? Yeah. What is the meaning of food from Islamic perspective? And we have to redefine all that, and then we can say that actually the SDGs is good for Islam. It's good for Islam. So I'm not too sure about that. We can always say, for instance, what the 70 goals of the SDGs are good, except the gender issue, and then it can be the outlines or the framework for our development. But then we want to use that SDGs with the framework. We have to redefine it from Islamic perspective, and then we have to come up with what probably we can call an Islamic Sustainable Development Goals, yeah, with that kind of redefinition, inshallah. So, but I think now they are talking not talking about SDGs anymore. They're talking about ESG, yeah, essentially economic, social, and governance. So I think after 2030, they will be concentrating on the ESG instead of SDG. SDG, inshallah. Yeah. One thing that I observe, our intellectuals, yeah, especially the Muslim intellectual, many of us, whenever there comes a concept, we get obsessed with the concepts and try to feel the concept without doing any critical analysis of the concept. And so, for instance, when SDGs come back, we just accept it as it is, as given, and we try to think how to fulfill the SDGs. Also, Maqasid Sharia. One Maqasid Sharia concept is popular, So everybody and many of us try to relate maqasid Sharia to all aspects of our disciplines without criticizing or analyzing what is actually the maqasid Sharia. And so is in Malaysia, for instance, dulu ada Islam Hadari. We accept it without any criticism, without any criticisms, and then we accept it and try to think how to fulfill that. And at the moment, we can see also the concept of Malaysia Madani. Also, everybody is talking about that and try to fulfill without analyzing and understanding what is this actually Malaysia Madani. Thank you, Dr. Nur Yuslida.
Thank you, Prof.